If you looked in the mirror right now, would you recognize that the smile staring back at you is actually launching a chemical war inside your brain? Today, we're going to talk about why every time you say, "I'm fine," a part of your soul and your body is paying the price. Picture a foggy morning in Manhattan. You stand in front of the mirror and put on the mask. Your cheekbones lift, the corners of your eyes crinkle, or at least you think they do. But deep inside your brain, your amygdala is screaming. Science calls this emotional labor. By the end of this video, you won't just understand why you feel so drained. You'll learn how this fake smile is causing actual physical damage to your organs. Before you keep scrolling, ask yourself, when was the last time you actually smiled rather than just moving your muscles? Mark is a senior consultant at Loomis and Vance, a powerhouse investment firm in the shadow of Wall Street. Every morning he flashes his famous pearly white American grin at his assistant, Sarah. Sarah returns the favor with the same mechanical politeness. But there's something Mark doesn't know. His brain refuses to categorize this interaction as a completed task. This is where the Zeigarnik Effect takes over. Our brains remember unfinished tasks much more vividly than completed ones. Because Mark's true emotion, perhaps the deep frustration from that morning or the sadness from an argument with his wife, was never expressed, his brain can't close the file on that feeling. As Mark keeps smiling, that sadness file continues to overheat his mental processor in the background. Do you ever wonder why you're exhausted the moment you get home? It's because your brain spent all day silently trying to process those unfinished emotions. Neuroscience tells us that a genuine smile, the Duchenne smile, activates the brain's reward centers and floods the system with dopamine. However, a polite smile like Mark's only triggers the motor cortex. Your brain isn't naive enough to mistake a fake smile for the real thing. In fact, it perceives this inconsistency as a threat. When you suppress your emotions, your body continues to pump out cortisol, the stress hormone. While Mark is smiling, his nervous system is actually locked in fight or flight mode. His blood pressure rises, and his digestive system slows down. Every second Mark smiles just to look professional, he's physically taxing his heart. Psychologists note that for people with a low stimulation preference, social interactions are like a battery drain. Mark's social battery drops 1% with every fake grin, leaving him on empty long before he reaches his charger at home. It's 7 p.m. Mark walks into his apartment in Brooklyn, closes the door, and the mask finally drops. That overwhelming wave of fatigue isn't just from the work, it's a social hangover. All day he's been a perceptual sponge, absorbing the emotional data of everyone around him. Our mirror neurons cause us to download the stress and expectations of others without us even realizing it. Mark spent his day absorbing his boss's irritability, a client's anxiety, and Sarah's hidden burnout. Now, as he sits in the silence, his brain is desperately trying to clear that data. This is why you might find yourself staring into space or crying for no reason at night. It's not weakness, it's your nervous system trying to discharge the static electricity built up throughout the day. So, what's the fix? If Mark dropped the mask for a day, would his career end? Research actually suggests the opposite. People with high perceptual sensitivity, those who live without masking their true emotions, often command more trust and authority. Our brains have evolved sophisticated lie detectors that can sense inauthenticity in seconds. Dropping the mask doesn't mean being angry all the time. It means having the courage to say, "I'm taking this moment for myself." When you stop turning your home into a stage and let it be a sanctuary for your feelings, you'll notice those physical aches and pains starting to fade. Now, look at yourself one more time. Is that smile protecting you, or is it consuming you from the inside out? If you give yourself permission to be honest today, You'll be surprised at how your body thanks you. But as you start to drop your own mask, you need to be careful about who is watching you. We often think the most dangerous people are the ones who are loud or aggressive. But what if I told you the real threat is someone who understands your emotions better than you do? Someone who can read your soul, sense your every insecurity, and use that deep empathy not to help you, but to quietly dismantle you from the inside. In our next video, we're diving into the chilling world of the Dark Empath, the personality type that is twice as dangerous because they know exactly where it hurts. Subscribe. You're about to learn how to spot the predator hiding behind a perfect understanding of your heart.